Live from Lautasari.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Whoopi Freakin' Do. This is episode 3, and I am walking outdoors in minus 15 degrees Celsius. It is freaking cold. And of course, an episode of Whoopi Freakin' Do has to have some whoopee freaking cold, and we have it today. All right, today's show is going to be a short one because it is really freezing outside. But before we do that, before I get into today's topic, which is going to be about Venezuela, I'm just going to turn around. It turns out my free frame selfie stick is kind of frozen in the cold here, but I'm going to give you a little view of what it looks like. You see that? It is winter here all of a sudden. It's amazing. Okay. What just happened this weekend? This is incredible. So we go down to Venezuela and we kidnap Mr. Maduro. Okay, now Mr. Maduro is a son of a bitch, no doubt about that. But is that what the United States wants to be doing? And then all of a sudden I start listening to a bunch of podcasts. I listened to David Frum, not a guy who I particularly am fond of. And he said something that I had been thinking, that what if our world is going to become like this? That the United States will control the Americas, that China will control Asia, and that Russia will be given Ukraine, and then maybe Trump says, well, I don't give a crap about Europe. Why don't you just take that? If that's the world we're headed for, oh my God. So I'm hoping my friends in the United States can come to their senses. I do have a few friends, believe it or not, who support Trump. And is this really what you voted for? I mean, do you understand how unrealistic this is? That all of a sudden the United States is going to control the Americas from North to South Pole? That's nuts. That's insane. I hope I am wrong about this. But not only did I hear this from David Frum, I heard this on Brian Tyler Cohen. He was talking with former Obama, strategist in geopolitical science, and they were talking about this. And this can't be happening, can it? Is this where it's going? I really hope I'm wrong about this. Okay, now, what's interesting is that Ukraine has been very successful in knocking out Russian infrastructure. Why would Trump want to give Putin a victory when the Ukrainians are being it's incredible what they've been doing. I know it's not been reported in the media very much in the United States, but there are massive power outages near Moscow and St. Petersburg. There are a lot of there are people waiting to buy gasoline and cars. The Russians are having a difficult life, right? And even though the Ukrainians are getting bombed, this is true, but you have to remember that the Russians are spending millions on their weapons, whereas the Ukrainians are spending thousands. And that's a big, big difference. And eventually, that equation is bankrupting Russia. Okay? Europe is helping Ukraine. Maybe not as much as Ukraine would like, but it's incredible what Ukraine has done. So all of this is just really, this is really strange stuff that's going on now. And I know that I'm not making all that much sense. But I'm telling you, a world where, the United States is controlling the Americas is insane. This is something we definitely do not want. All right? And, if we're taking care of Venezuela, could China make a move on Taiwan? That would be a tremendous problem. And Taiwan, we would not want to lose. Taiwan is a fantastic producer of semiconductor chips, right? There's a lot that corporate America can lose if all of a sudden we were to lose Taiwan. So, and also for those of you who supported Trump, how many times during the campaign did he say he was a man of peace? How many times during the campaign did he say that no more foreign wars? Look what the hell is going on. It's time that you wake up. And it's time, that blue tsunami cannot come fast enough in the midterms. But boy, we have a long way to go between now and November of 2026. So anyway, what a bleak Whoopi freaking do this episode 3 was. Sorry, I hope I'm wrong about my hunches. I hope this is not happening, but I was really bothered today by the fact that I heard 3 other podcasts talk about the same thing. This is what we definitely do not want. All right. So long from a very cold Helsinki, Finland. Okay, look at that background. It's cold here, -15. This is Alu. I'll see you next time on Whoopi Freakin' Do.